Hello and welcome back to another video. My name is Jake the Genealogist, and in today's video I got a bit of an announcement. So I have decided to actually start on a new series that I'm going to be doing on this channel, and this series is going to be all about the popes and their family trees. So I set myself a challenge, and that is to basically categorize at least 50 popes into family trees. There's going to be multiple of them. That's why it's this whole series. And I'm going to go over each of the family trees every episode. And so there's a bit of an announcement. And then the other thing I wanted to do today is to kind of show you guys how I make these charts that I do on my channel. Now, if any of you have actually caught my stream, thank you for that, first of all. And second of all, you already kind of know how I do these charts, but I'm going to be showing the rest of you who don't happen to catch that. And so what I usually do is I usually obviously start with something to research, and I do a lot of research on it. Now, in this case, I'm going to be probably just researching something nice and quick. I'm going to make a small little family tree to show you how it's done. And so I'm going to be picking um, just a little snippet of the French monarchy. So what I usually do is I just search up French monarchs, and then I'd go to the Wikipedia page right here, and it has, of course, list of all of the different French monarchs. Now I'm gonna actually start with Hugh Capet, with the House of Capet. And so, what the software that I use to make these trees is LibreOffice. There's plenty of just Office Suite software that you can use. I'm sure Microsoft Office 365 has that, Adobe Illustrator, all kinds of stuff like that. And then from there, I go to the Draw Drawing, and you just click on that, and then it creates a brand new document. And what I do from here is then I set the background and the margin typically, so you just go to Properties right here, and here you can set the size of the paper, but I'm going to go to the background, and I usually pick some kind of light neutral color. So in this case I'll pick this light magenta. That looks nice. So that's our background color. And then actually, if we go back into the properties, we can change the size of the margin. So I'll make it, I guess, 0.1 on each side, and I think that should be good. I like to have small margins, not exactly thick ones. So once we get the margins in, we can just press OK. And it says out of print range, but it doesn't really matter. And it looks like I accidentally changed the background. Yeah, I don't want a bitmap, I want this. Okay, there we go. So it's all set up right here. And if you want these grid lines, like I have right here, if you want to position the family tree accurately, then you can just go into View and click on the grids and help lines, and then just press Display Grid, and it'll show this grid is nice and aligned for you. So we're going to start by creating our first person. Now that is, in this case, Hugh Capet. And so we're going to go and use this Create Rectangle tool and just drag it out right there until we got a nice little shape like that. And then you can obviously make it proportioned. And I guess I can center it on the middle of the page. So you can do that, and then bam. So you got your first one, and then you can obviously change the color of this. So I'll make this particular one, red, and I'll have a yellow. Actually, I'll just have a white border, and then you can change the width right here. So I'll make it that. So okay, so we got our first box right here. And right here, if you double click into it, you'll see that it opens a text box instead of it. That's one of the great things about this tool, is that it allows you to actually put text instead of these shapes, which is really nice. And so inside here, we're going to type Hugh Capet, or Capet. I'm not actually sure what the pronunciation is. I'm going to change it to my preferred font, Calibri, and keep it at 10, and make the font white. So there we go. So now we have Hugh Capet, and then I'd put his reign in here, so it's 987 to 996. So then we can do that. Sometimes I do a little experimenting with these fonts. Okay, Cambria looks better. There we go. So we'll keep it with Cambria. So we got Hugh Capet, and right over here, obviously, if I wanted to, I can go get an image of him, and so we can download Hugh Capet's image, and then right here, you can just press Insert Image, and open up the image of him. If it will load. Okay. Hold on, what kind of image is this? Oh, it's a JPEG. Alright. Maybe it's just bugging out. Not exactly sure what's going on. I can't load in that image for some reason. I'll try downloading it again. Alright, there we go. Hugh Capet, right there. Insert image. Okay. Okay, here it is. Alright, so we can open up this image of Hugh Capet, and as you can see, it's pretty darn large. So what I do is a little trick is to just go make this 10 times smaller, so just put a decimal point in front of each of them, and then size down, and then right here you can press this crop image, and you can crop it down to the correct square size I'm going to be using in this case. So you can just do that, and you have your thing. So now you want to change this to the correct size, and then just put it right there. There we go. So now we got Hugh Capet in this family tree. Okay. And now we want to make a line coming off of him. So we want to select the Insert Line tool right here and draw a line down right here. Make it as straight as possible. You can always change it, of course. And then you want to center that. And change the width. Personally, I like the 2.3 width. That works best for me. And we'll make the line white. Okay, and so then from him, we can get down to Robert II. Right. So now we're going to be going and adding right here by just copy pasting this box right here. Obviously just for efficiency's sake, and if you want a different color scheme. Okay, so Robert reigned from 996 to 1031. Okay, so then we'll put Robert II, and actually right in the middle, sometimes what I like to do is I like to go and maybe put a little nickname in here. Nice little look. I'll just include one of them. So, yeah, so then we can add Robert II, and we can go and grab an image of him, and save that. And, basically, we repeat this process. I'm just gonna do maybe, let's say, the first 5 monarchs. So then we can take Robert, and slap his image right there. And there we go. Alright, so now we can add Henry I right here. So actually, it looks like I'm not going to actually be able to find a case. Wherever it is, there is Brevers. I don't think. This actually goes down in a straight line, which is rather interesting. But okay, so for this, I was not planning ahead that I would have to do this, but I'll just show you what happens if there is some kind of sibling thing. So in that case, what I would do is I'd take this line right here, and then I'd have it, make it 25, or I guess a quarter of an inch. And also another thing to mention is to make these lines look a little bit better, you want to go to the Edit Style menu right here, and then it'll pull up this menu right here, and you can choose that you want a rounded cap style, and that will make it look nice. So then it will make this little rounded top of this thing, which looks nicer in my opinion. So then you want to, just because I'm lazy and I don't want to create another line, you can just go and flip it 90 degrees, and I'll extend it out, let's say 2 inches. Actually, no. I'll extend it out 1.5 inches, and then we can put it smack dab in the middle right here. And then we want to just take this again. This is just for 2 siblings, obviously. If you have more siblings, you can put this one in the middle and actually keep expanding it and stuff like that. But this is in the case of 2 siblings. You just copy and paste this on either side, and bam, there you go. And then you can obviously put all the different monarchs, so right there. So that's just a little bit of an example. So I'm going to work on this for a little longer, and I'll show you guys, I guess, the finished result and actually how to end this, how I export some of this stuff, and okay, see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to be just putting the last monarch in of these 5, and we should be done with this little short tree right here. And obviously, if you've seen my other trees, you know that they obviously expand out more, not just the straight line down of monarchs like this, but more of a kind of diagonal sense, because that's how it works in a lot of cases. So we'll just put the last touches, and we'll put in Louis VI, also known as the Fat, which is, I don't know, I'd never want to be getting that nickname, but I'll just add it in there for kicks and giggles. So maybe the Fat, and I just realized I forgot to change this Philip the First's reign years. So alright, I'll do that right there. And so we can get up to 1137. Okay, and then we'll just grab an image of him. Wait, I already did, because I'm a total moron and I forgot. Whatever. Okay, so size it down. And in a lot of cases, this can end up being some bland work. In this case, it's relatively easy to research because obviously you can kind of just look at the Wikipedia page. But for example, for the popes, I mean, I've started on this project and I'd say I'm around half the way done. Just with making the trees, then I have to make the videos themselves. But I'd say I'm halfway into it, and already, I've been working like all day. I've actually gotten very much into this project, even though I'm not even Roman Catholic at all, or a Christian for that matter. Um, I've gotten very into the popes, and I don't know. The cool thing is when you challenge yourself with a project like this, it actually gives you a head start. So, okay, and then up above right here, I'm going to be showing you how to make the title to this part of the tree. So, it's rather bland. You just make a text box, but you use an interesting trick to make it align nicely. Well, in my opinion, a good trick. So basically, you take out all the color from there, so you make it completely transparent, and you get rid of these lines. So then you get a nice uniform box right here. Maybe it's just because I'm too lazy to actually make a text box with the right proportions, but I think looks nice. Can put it down here, and we can call it, change the black font, black color, House of Capet. Change the size to 20, a little smaller, 15, and it's kind of a wrap on that. So right here we got the House of Capet. Obviously, some of these are based on my own personal preferences. You might want to make it in a different way, but this was kind of both a tutorial on how I make these tree charts, and as well as sort of a little tutorial in LibreOffice. So in the description of this video, I'll definitely leave a link for you guys to download LibreOffice. Great software, and I highly recommend it if you want to get into stuff like this. It's also, I mean, if you want a good writing document, good slideshows, anything like that, it's got it all. And it's completely free. It's a free Office suite. It's not like Office 365 where you have to pay for kind of a membership into it. So it's completely free. Great software. Highly recommend it. And thank you guys for watching. And be sure to look out for my new series coming out soon. The first video will probably be launching next week, I want to say. And in the meantime, I'll keep releasing videos like this. But thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys all later.